There once stood a small, close-knit town. A place where everybody knew everybody, and life flowed as gently as the river by its side. But one day, as if by some unfathomable magic, the entire town simply vanished. This isn't the stuff of legend or a tall tale spun by imaginative minds. This is the story of a real place that once upon a time was home to a vibrant community. The dwellers of this town lived simple lives, their days dictated by the rising and setting sun, their happiness measured in the harvests they reaped and the festivals they celebrated. But then came that fateful night. The sky, usually a calm blanket of twinkling stars, was suddenly lit up by strange lights. The townsfolk, awed and terrified, watched as these lights danced and flitted across the sky, casting an eerie glow over the entire town. It was a spectacle that was as mesmerizing as it was terrifying. When dawn broke, the town was no more. The houses, the town square, the old church on the hill, all gone, as if they had never existed. The river flowed peacefully as ever, the hills stood undisturbed, but the town was simply gone. The nearby towns, shocked and bewildered, could offer no explanation. No traces of the town could be found, no remnants of its existence. The only testament to the town's existence were the stories passed down by the locals, stories of strange lights in the sky and a town that disappeared overnight. Over the years, many have tried to uncover the mystery of the forgotten town. Some speak of aliens, others of a government conspiracy, and still others of a terrible curse. But the truth remains as elusive as the town itself. So where did the town go? We might never know. But the story of the forgotten town, a place that vanished as mysteriously as it had thrived, continues to captivate and bewilder us. Would you dare to own a painting that brings misfortune? Let's delve into the chilling tale of a painting, shrouded in mystery and cursed by legend. This is not just any ordinary painting, but one that is believed to carry a curse. A curse so potent that it brings misfortune, calamity, and even death to those who dare to own it. The painting, a masterpiece of artistry and craftsmanship, is rumored to be the cause of a series of unfortunate events that have befallen its various owners. Its history is a chronicle of disaster, a record of lives turned upside down, and a tale of fortunes lost overnight. The first owner, a prosperous businessman, bought the painting as an investment. Yet, within weeks of acquiring it, his business collapsed, and he was left penniless. The painting was auctioned off, only to bring doom to its new owner, a wealthy widow who fell from her mansion's staircase, meeting a tragic end. As the painting passed from owner to owner, the pattern of misfortune persisted. There was a famed artist who, after buying the painting, lost his ability to paint, a collector who suffered a catastrophic fire that reduced his home and prized collections to ashes, and a museum curator who mysteriously disappeared, leaving behind only the painting and an unsolved mystery. The painting's reputation grew, and it became known as the cursed painting. Some say that the painting is possessed by a malevolent spirit, while others speculate that it was created using occult practices. And yet, despite the tales of misfortune and tragedy, there are those who are drawn to the painting, captivated by its beauty and intrigued by its infamous reputation. Is there truth to the curse of the painting? Or are these incidents merely coincidences? Could it be that the painting's owners were simply victims of bad luck? Or is there something more sinister at play? The answers remain as elusive as the origins of the painting itself. Is the painting truly cursed? Or is it all just coincidence? The answer, my friends, may be a mystery that is never truly unraveled. What if a staircase in your house led to nowhere, but it just kept going? Now imagine an ordinary staircase. You've probably climbed countless of these, right? But what if one day, you came across a staircase that defied your understanding of reality? This isn't your run-of-the-mill squeaky staircase in an old house. No, this staircase is something entirely different. In the heart of a quiet suburban neighborhood, nestled between picket fences and blooming hydrangeas, lies a house that seems just as ordinary as any other. But within its walls, it holds a secret, a staircase that seemingly has no end. It's like something out of an M.C. Escher painting, a constant upward spiral with no visible termination point. People who have dared to ascend it tell tales that boggle the mind. They speak of spending hours, even days, climbing the never-ending staircase. Yet despite their best efforts, they never seem to reach the top. It's as though they are trapped in an infinite loop, each step taking them closer to, well, nowhere. But here's where it gets truly chilling. Some climbers have reported hearing whispers as they ascend, an ephemeral murmur that seems to come from the staircase itself. The further they climb, the louder the whispers become, as if trying to communicate something. But what? Then there are those who have experienced time anomalies. One moment they're climbing the staircase, the next they're standing at the bottom with no memory of descending. It's as if the staircase has a will of its own, manipulating time and space around it. So what is really happening? Is this staircase a glitch in our universe, an architectural anomaly, or a portal to another dimension? Are the climbers trapped in an infinite loop, or is the staircase a sentient entity toying with its victims? Is it a mere illusion or a twisted reality? And if you ever found yourself at the bottom of this staircase, would you dare to climb it, knowing you may never reach the top? Are they trapped in an infinite loop, or is there something more sinister at work? The mystery of the unending staircase continues to baffle and intrigue, leaving us with more questions than answers. What if a children's toy turned into your worst nightmare? Imagine a dollhouse, beautiful and intricate, a piece of art you'd assume to be the dream of any child. But this is no ordinary dollhouse. This is a dollhouse with a dark past and a sinister secret. This dollhouse you see is said to be haunted. Yes, haunted, not by a ghost of a human, but by the tiny dolls that reside within its miniature walls. The families that have owned this dollhouse report some truly bone-chilling incidents. Picture this. It's a quiet evening, you're sitting in your living room, a book in hand, when out of the corner of your eye, you notice movement. You look towards the dollhouse, and there it is. One of the tiny figures, previously sitting at the miniature dining table, has moved. It's now standing at the tiny window looking out, or is it looking at you? And then, there are the voices. Soft, faint whispers that seem to emanate from the dollhouse when the world is asleep. The whispers aren't coherent, they aren't discernible, but they are there. Distinct enough to make you question your sanity. Each family that has owned this dollhouse has a similar story to tell. The dolls move on their own, they whisper in the dead of the night, and they seem to have a life of their own. And yet in the harsh light of day, they are just dolls. Tiny, inanimate figures in a dollhouse. So what do you think? Are these dolls truly alive, imbued with some sinister spirit, or are these just the tricks of a tired mind? The mind, after all, has its own ways of playing tricks on us, especially when the sun goes down and the shadows grow longer. Are the dolls alive, or is it the tricks of a tired mind? The answer, dear listener, is a mystery that remains unsolved. A chilling riddle wrapped within the walls of the haunted dollhouse. What would you do if you saw a ghost ship sailing towards you? Let's delve into the chilling tale of a phantom ship, a mythical vessel that has haunted seafarers for generations. In a remote bay, shrouded in perpetual fog and mystery, whispers of an eerie spectacle travel from sailor to sailor, from generation to generation. On nights when the moon is hidden behind the thick veil of clouds, a spectral vessel emerges from the fog, sailing effortlessly against the wind. Its ethereal sails billowing, it glides over the water, silently cutting through the waves. Those fortunate or perhaps unfortunate enough to have witnessed this spectacle swear they can hear the chilling sound of laughter drifting over the water. This is no ordinary mirth, but an eerie, ghostly laughter that sends shivers down the spine of even the most hardened sailor. It's a laughter that laughs at mortality itself, a sound that echoes from the shadowy world beyond our own. And it's not just the laughter. They also claim to see figures on the deck, specters that glow with an otherworldly light. These ghostly figures, they say, move around the ship, performing tasks as if they were still living, forever bound to their spectral vessel. They appear to be stuck in a never-ending cycle, a chilling reminder of a life they once lived. The phantom ship, an uncanny apparition that appears to be trapped in our world, is a chilling sight that has become a legend in its own right. Is it a spectral vessel forever sailing the seas bound by some unknown curse? Or is it simply the product of the overactive imaginations of sailors, their minds playing tricks on them in the dead of the night? The phantom ship continues to inspire fear and fascination, a spectral vessel that sails on an endless voyage, forever lost in the sea of time. One must wonder, is it a spectral vessel or just a figment of our imagination? So, there you have it, 5 stories that might keep you up tonight. We journeyed through the eerie silence of the forgotten town, where time seemed to stand still and whispers of the past echoed through empty streets. We delved into the chilling mystery of the cursed painting, a piece of art with a life of its own, painting a tale of fear and dread. We climbed the unending staircase, a paradox of architecture that led us into an abyss of uncertainty. We peeked into the haunted dollhouse, a miniature world filled with spectral inhabitants, each with their own spine-tingling story. Lastly, we set sail on the phantom ship, a ghostly vessel lost in time and space, forever riding the spectral waves. Each story, a testament to the unknown, the unexplained, the mysterious. They remind us of the thrill that comes with a good scare, the allure of the unseen. Which one did you find the scariest? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.